This is the world's richest source of antioxidants today. Hello everyone, and I want to welcome you to this Kangen water demonstration, but of course with Kangen Philippines. I'm Diana Reyes, and I've been using this device for the last 5 years of my life. Not only has it done tremendous effects on my health, but for the rest of my family. That's why I want to share with you this amazing Japanese device that changed our lives. Well, a little bit of history here. If you're familiar with the water from Lourdes, France, and other healing water sources all over the globe, you know, a lot of people would go there to actually drink the water for a week or two because they strongly believe that the waters could actually heal them. They even call these waters miracle waters. And there's one location in particular. It's located in Pakistan, in the Hunza Valley, where a lot of people who live there, they have a lifespan of about 120 years. And there was this Nobel Prize winner doctor, Dr. Henry Kowanda. He actually found out that the water that they had high alkaline pH and an extraordinary amounts of active hydrogen. These were special properties of the water and what's unique, that's why it impacted their health. And right now, I want to show you a 47-year-old Japanese company that manufactures our Kangen water machines. And these machines are not your ordinary water filter or water system. These are actually medically certified in Japan as medical device with an ISO 13485, and in the US, according to the Water Quality Association, it has 4 Gold Seal certification standards. So I want to show you the machine, and this is how it looks like. It creates 5 different kinds of water, which are very beneficial for our family. And so I want to share with you about this Kangen water. And by the way, Kangen is a Japanese word. It means back to origin. The vision, aim, and goal of the company is to bring back the healthy water sources that we used to have. Same with my advocacy, I want you and your family to enjoy this amazing water. Our Kangen water has 3 properties. Number 1, it's very rich in antioxidants. Number 2, it has high pH levels. And number 3, it has tinier structured molecules. Sounds familiar? It's the same as the water from Lourdes, France and the Hunza Valley. So let's start our demonstration as I will show you different kinds of water. So I'm going to show you different kinds of water that we actually consume here in the Philippines. What I have here is tap water, as some people still drink our tap water. I also have here an example of a purified water. This, by the way, will represent any kind of purified water regardless the brand. So I'm just gonna open this. We also have here an example of a distilled water. Again, it will represent any kind of distilled water. I also have here another type of distilled water. These are some brands that are very much brought in the Philippines. So by the way, this is one of the top brands here in the Philippines. So you have a lot of top brands, but this one will represent them. I also have here sports drinks. Again, it will represent your vitamin water, your electrolyte drinks. So we're also gonna test this out. And lastly here, we have an example of soda. So that represents any kind of soda, whether it's zero sugar or a diet soda. and later our Kangen water. So we're gonna test out the first property of the water, which is antioxidants. And we are going to use our ORP chart. It's called the Oxidation Reduction Potential chart. And if you can see there, there's two sides in the chart. One with the positive sign. When there's no negative sign, it actually means it's positive. Positive ORP means positive for oxidation or positive for aging and rusting. On the other hand, you can see there your negative ORP. Negative ORP means there's presence of antioxidants in the liquid or the water that you're drinking. So what I have here, this one is an ORP meter. It's also used by the Bureau of Fisheries Wastewater Management to actually measure the ORP of the water. Again, later, when you see that there's no negative sign, it means it's positive. Okay? So I'm gonna get a sample of your tap water here. And we're gonna test the ORP of our water samples. Now let's start with our tap water. I'll turn it on. You can see the value there. Again, when there's no negative sign, that actually means it's positive. You can see there, this is your purified water, a reading of about positive 700. When you see the ORP is 300 mark and above, it actually causes more aging to your body. If you can see here, your distilled water is around 769 and going up. You also have here another distilled water. Again, these are actually clean liquids. Okay? Now don't be confused. These are all clean and potable. However, there's a big difference between being clean and safe to drink versus healthy to drink. I want you to see and notice our sports drinks. Still, it has high positive ORP value. You also have here your soda. Again, 300 mark and above, that causes so much oxidation stress to your body. Now let's get some samples of our Kangen water here. Just gonna turn the machine on. Alright, so take a look at the water, guys, and if you can see there, there's tiny or micro bubbles. You can actually see that's actually our hydroxyl ions. These are the most potent sources of antioxidants that we can actually have. Alright guys, so we're actually gonna test also our Kangen water. So I'll just get some Kangen water here. And I want you to notice our ORP when it's placed with our Kangen water. What have you noticed? There's a negative sign there. And again, when there's good presence of negative number, the higher the number is, the more antioxidizing this Kangen water is. Going back to our ORP chart, that vitamin C is just around negative 50 and our green tea is just around negative 100. In fact, in a cup of our Kangen water, you're getting more than 10 times the potency of antioxidants you get from our usual antioxidant sources. I want you to see this. When I put it again to our soda, the reading just goes up again in positive. And we put it back to Kangen, again there's a negative sign there. This is the world's richest source of antioxidants today. Alright, so that's our antioxidants. And as I've mentioned with you, there are three properties. First one is antioxidants. The second one is our pH. So to measure that, I have here a pH test liquid. And I have here a pH chart where you can see and we can measure the waters according to the color. When you see it's color green, that's neutral, it's not acidic, it's not alkaline. When the water turns yellow-green, yellow-orange to red, it's already acidic. Too much of that is equal thickness. When it turns blue to purple, that's equals to health. So if you can see here, most of our water just looks the same. We thought all the while that they are just equal. However, again, not all water created equal. So I'm gonna drop some pH drops here. This is again your tap water. We also have your purified water, your distilled water, some tap brands of water. We also have sports drinks, your soda, and of course your Kangen water. Now, our body is 70 to 80% water. Whatever it is that you are drinking right here is actually the 70 to 80% of your body. That's your sports drinks, soda, then your Kangen water. You can see here, your tap water is actually aqua green or aqua blue. And most of our tap water is actually government regulated. They have to be either neutral or slightly alkaline because aside from the chlorine that they put in the water, they also put another substance. It's called lye. It's spelled Lye, and it's an alkaline substance. They want to prevent our major pipes from rusting. That's why in the event that we want to actually take off all the contaminants and the chemicals from our tap water, we filter out the water, we purify them. But what tends to happen when we purify the water is that all the natural minerals are actually taken off. That's why most of our purified water in the market is already acidic. Most especially when you actually consume distilled water. Did you know that distilled water is actually dead water? There's 0% minerals in the water, and your body needs the minerals to actually absorb water. So these are both distilled water. We also have some top brands here. As I've mentioned, Evian can also be a representative of our alkaline water, and there's a very huge difference between our Evian and our Kangen water. So again, for our tap brands, most of them are mineralized, which means they are added with additional minerals to actually make the water or raise the pH of our waters. Now, I want you to notice our sports drinks and our soda. They're almost orange and they're very, very acidic. And of course, our Kangen water, just like in Lourdes, France and the Hunza Valley, it has higher pH levels. That means it's therapeutic for our body and it's safe for long-term use. And that's because in our machine, we don't put anything, any additives, just to make the water this way. The process is called electrolysis, where the machine actually electrolyzes the water to restructure it into something healthier and good for our body. Now, what if these are the types of water that you're consuming? This is the 80% of who you are. And now, you want to shift to drinking Kangen water. Now, if this is Kangen water and this is your body which drinks tap water, when you drink Kangen water, it doesn't only add that up, it makes your body healthier. But let's check this pure Kangen water here. This one has no pH test drops. Let's see what happens when you shift to drinking Kangen water. When you drink Kangen water, all the acidic waste that is stored in your body are actually taken care of. They're all gonna be taken out by our Kangen water. Now, most of our degenerative diseases are actually acidic-based disease. That's why our Kangen water really helps a lot. Now, I want you to notice this one for your top branded waters. And I want you to notice with our sports drinks and our soda. Now, these two are highly acidic, that in a cup of soda or sports drinks, you need 28 to 32 glasses of Kangen water just to make it neutral. Now, what if you're consuming acidic drinks and acidic soda beverages, then you're just loading up acidity in your body. Now, what happens when you've shifted to a healthier lifestyle, healthier water? And then of course, there are parties where we get tempted, right? With just a sip of these acidic drinks, it can definitely alter your health. Just a sip of that sports drinks. Now everything turns acidic again. Again, our body is 70 to 80% water. You are what you drink. Now we're down to our third property of our water, wherein we will talk about how water is actually absorbed inside our body. Now, it's one thing when you drink lots of water, but it's another thing how much water does your body actually utilize. Have you ever noticed when you drink so much water, you feel bloated and you feel that your tummy is heavy? That is because our regular tap water has 15 to 20 molecules per cluster, and our cells can only absorb 4 to 6 molecule structures at a time. That's why when we drink our Kangen water here, it's very smooth like silk, and you don't feel bloated at all because it has tinier structure of molecules. Okay, so to actually show you that in illustration, I have here a regular Lipton green tea bag. Okay, and what we're going to do is to actually test with this water how our body will absorb this. Okay, now let me just take this sports drinks and soda out because we're not gonna technically mix them with our tea. Now, what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna make tea using our regular types of water. Now this is once again our tap water. And if you can notice here, there's no tea extract coming out from that. Simply because again, your regular clusters of molecules cannot penetrate easily into the tea bag to take out the tea extract. Now, let's test out our Kangen water. I'm gonna get Kangen water here. By the way, most of us make tea out from hot water. Now, what happens when we heat water is that those 15 to 20 molecules, they disperse in heat. Now, this is Kangen water. It's just your regular Kangen water. It's not hot. It wasn't heated. When you drink Kangen water, it actually goes into your tea bag to take out the tea extract. Again, this is not hot water. That is because our Kangen water has tinier structure of molecules. That's 4 to 6. Okay. Now, some say that maybe the tea just went out because it was wet from the first cup. Now let's check all the other types of water that we have here, whether your body can actually absorb them fast. Now again, this is an example of your distilled water. If you can see here, there's no tea coming out. Let's try again. Another kind of distilled water. Again, this all have their own regular water clusters. I want you to actually see this top brand of water and see for yourself. If you can remember in our second property, this one has a alkaline pH, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it gets absorbed easily in our body. And if you can remember in our first property, this one has positive ORP, means it's oxidizing. Okay, now this one is our purified water. And again, there's no tea extract coming out from that. Now let's check it out again with our Kangen water. Again, this is just your regular Kangen water. When you drink Kangen water, the water just goes into the tea bag to take out the tea extract. And what we're showing you here is actually that you superiorly absorb this water. And the second thing that I want to show you here is the ability of this water to actually detoxify your body. That's why if you are ever familiar with colonoscopy, it's actually a medical procedure done to visualize the colon. The doctor who pioneered this procedure is Dr. Hiromi Shinya. He is using Kangen water as a part of his treatment protocol. And again, one of the effects of this water is detoxification, wherein you will have better bowel movements, you will have better sweat. It balances out everything inside your body. Now, our Kangen water is not just any medicine or anything. It actually goes systemic in your body. It actually goes to your organs and helps and supports your body for better health. And this one, it's going to be sustainable. So once again, that is the 3 properties of your Kangen water. It's going to support your health, not just you, the rest of your family. Now, drinking your Kangen water would definitely help and support your family. Most of the time, based on my experience, there's no more constipation, you feel a lot lighter. At the same time, you have better skin. It's gonna glow, it's gonna make you younger, and there's vitality in your life. And one of the things that I really love about this machine is that it lasts for the next 20 to 30 years or even beyond. And that's the best thing about it. And with that, I want to share with you the motto of our company. It's change your water, change your life. It has truly changed ours, and we also invite you to change yours.